If you had to revisit your childhood and go back to Jeremy the kid, growing up, what was your experience with the franchise and the cinematic universe that you've created? Did you have any superheroes or anybody other than the human forms of actors that you saw? Did you have any visions, dreams? As a child, how was your childhood? And did you have any fantasy, fiction?
If I had any memories of any Marvel characters as a kid, it was Spider-Man or the Hulk. But I didn't read comics or any of that type of thing. Can't remember how they came into my life, you know, the Hulk, or I remember the Hulk because like maybe Lou Ferrigno on the TV series perhaps, or Spider-Man because of a cartoon. So yeah, I was never a comic book reader. It wasn't until I got involved with Marvel and the Avengers where I understood how deep the storytelling was in it. But as a child, yeah, man, I felt like, you know, I definitely was screaming like the Hulk, and I wish I could do what the Spider-Man does. Like, woo, it'd be awesome. But other than that, I grew up with all women, and I grew up with an amazing family, so they're my superheroes.
Right,
they're my superheroes.
Right, and it's such an interesting time to be in your shoes. It's such an amazing time to just come out and connect to people all across the world. If you had to swap places with me and ask a question to any of your co-stars or the director, is there any question that you would like to ask them if you were a journalist for like a minute?
Yeah, I always like to ask the question, so what now? And now what?
Yeah.
Right? So you got this, but now what?
Yeah. And is there anything from the set that you've taken with you, or any memory that you have, or any prop that you've sort of kept as a memory? Because I'm sure...
I've taken something much more valuable. The love and adoration of a gang of friendships that will be eternal. That's what I've taken from every set.
Right. And how was the last day on set? Like, was it, I mean, obviously emotional would be an understatement, but did you have a ritual? Did you guys sort of huddle up, have a conversation?
You know, no, I mean, there might have been a little sentimentality, more than others, but for me, I just felt like it's always, I felt like it's just never ended, you know? I don't think the movie's even quite finished yet, you know? I think it's still being worked on. So, it says Endgame, but you know, it's a continuation in my brain, in my heart. So it's never ended for me.
Sure.
This is something that's going to live on, I feel like, much longer than we will.
Yes,
you know,
for sure.
What
Our
Marvel's
children
done,
and their children.
right? 21 movies to come to make one, ultimately. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.